Good morning and welcome to the second theme park of our USA road trip, where me and Alex here have just rocked up on the parking lot to Six Flags over Texas for our first ever visit. Of course, pretty much everything on this trip is a first visit for me, other than Cedar Point, and of course everything's a first visit for Alex.
Entirely new.
This is going to be a busy day for us because park hours are 10:30 until 7, so it's, well, 3 hours shorter than yesterday, and we've got 13 roller coasters to hopefully get on here at this park that opened back in 1961. This is also the original Six Flags park. It was the first one in the chain. Obviously Six Flags are now huge with lots of different parks. So yeah, like, got a bit of history behind it with that one, with it being the first. But yeah, 13 different coasters to ride, including the new Texas Giant that I'm certainly very excited for, and I'm sure Alex is.
I am too.
Because that's a very special ride that opened in 2011. It was the first RMC coaster. So I'm looking forward to riding that. It was a conversion of the old Texas Giant by RMC. So yeah, can't wait to give that a ride, and hopefully going to enjoy that better than yesterday's RMC Iron Rattler, because both me and Alex have very similar thoughts on that. We found it a little bit not great.
Underwhelming.
Yeah, underwhelming. So hopefully, I mean, I've heard good things from this, so I'm quite excited for it. In terms of the weather today, certainly a lot warmer already.
Highs of 29 today.
Yeah, you can feel it. The sun's out. I've got my cap on. But yeah, we're going to go for it. It looks like quite a big park. We've actually just been around to Walmart just to get a bit of shopping, and the park is huge, to be honest. Like, look, we're going to be doing a lot of walking.
It takes a few minutes to drive past it, let alone walk around it. I can't imagine how long that's going to take.
In terms of crowd levels, not much coming in at the moment in terms of traffic. So yeah, all good. We'll make our way down here to the entrance, and welcome to the vlog from Six Flags over Texas. Here we go then, so we just come in through the entrance turnstiles. Like we mentioned in our first theme park vlog when we was down at Fiesta Texas, we have got Six Flags season passes. They don't look very good. However,
they haven't improved overnight.
The value is fantastic with what we've paid for them, and we've got the food where we get our lunch, dinner, and also a snack included, and we get the parking. So here we go, we got a nice carousel up there, we got this nice little fountain package in the middle.
It's just on that fountain alone for me. I can go home now, I've seen that.
It's quite nice that, isn't it?
Paradise.
I like your t-shirt what you're wearing today, actually. It's quite nice, isn't it?
I like you too, you're in very purple.
Very purple, today. Yeah. A bit of George Ezra official, is it?
Out there for George, yeah.
George. Right, I don't have a clue where we're going. Maybe this way.
There's more coasters looking like this way. I mean, there's a new Larson Loop over there. Well, let's go this way. I think we're taking a good chance by going this way.
I'd say the entrance area definitely looks better at the park we was at yesterday, but you got to think, you know, like, this seems quite a small entrance.
And it was very weird to the entrance yesterday as well too. Like, we got straight in today, whereas yesterday we had to wait for membership, the monthly membership. They got in half an hour before, and also they were doing manual bag searches today rather than using the machines. And the lady had a big wooden spoon. I thought she was going to make a cake in my bag this morning.
Yeah, like, it's funny, isn't it? Like, very different operations for the two different parks.
Company that have two parks in the same state that are operated very, very different. There's similarities, but I'd say they're more different than similar, to be honest.
Definitely. Right, let's carry on walking down this way and explore. Here we are then, so they've actually let us in 10 minutes earlier with us having the season passes. I know we were talking, just saying, oh, they've let everybody in, but we did actually come to like a holding point, and they've let us in at 20 past 10 instead of 10:30. So yeah, we're gonna make our way down to our first coaster. Got another one of those Gerstlauer spinning coasters just here on the right. Pandemonium, B&M down there in the distance. But yeah, we're going to actually head to Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast first, which is just down here. Thought we're going to let the RMC warm up a little bit before we head to it. See, I don't really know where we're going. We'll just sort of follow the path and go for it. Well, there she is. I'm very excited for this. I've heard good things. Here she is then, just behind me, Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast. So I'm looking forward to giving this one a go. It's actually one of my most anticipated coasters in this park. And I know we're going to be getting another one of these on the trip, another Six Flags park. But yeah, this is my first time going on one of these, so looking forward to giving it a go. Actually built by Premier Rides. It's going to launch us to about 70 miles an hour. And yeah, I've heard that it's actually quite intense, got some good force to it. In terms of the ride, it opened in 1998 and it uses an Ally M launch. So yeah, in terms of the theming all out here, it looks quite interesting. Before 2012, It actually used to have all the seating facing forwards, however now the seating faces backwards. So that's when they changed the name to Reverse Blast. So yeah, let's go and have a ride and we'll see you when we come off. Just thought I'd show you a bit of the queue line actually before we go on. Didn't know how much there was going to be to see in here, but there you go. Really struggling with that voice this morning. More than yesterday, unfortunately. I'm not feeling good at all.
Which way we go? It's a dual loading station inside.
Oh, dual loading station, there we go. On either side. You ready, Alex?
I don't know what's about to happen, so I'm completely...
Mr. Freeze, that's all I'm going to say.
I mean, I'm very chilly. I don't know why you want me to freeze, though.
Good air conditioning. Let's go. Alex? Alex? Alex! Was absolutely excellent. My favourite ride that I've done so far this trip. Really enjoyed that. What a brilliant launch. I mean, we was on the front row as well, and we just got that force launching backwards straight up into the different elements on that ride. It's just very unique, isn't it? Like, I've always wanted to try that. Just been one of my bucket list coasters, and it's great to finally got on it on the first train of the day. Not complaining there at all. But they're really, really intense and a lot better actually than what I was expecting. I knew it was going to be good, but that's exceeded expectations. It's the first ride so far this trip that's really got me quite excited to talk about. Alex didn't really know what to expect.
No, I had no idea what it was. I asked him when we were going through the queue line, what is it? Is it a coaster? I have no idea.
Oh, the noise it makes as well.
And I've come off, and I'll happily say that coaster was an 8 out of 10 for me. It really deserved it. It was a snappy launch.
Smooth.
Good fun, smooth, and a really good thrill ride, and a great start to the day for me.
Yeah,
really happy with
Premier built some really good launches, and with that being backwards, I mean, I'd like to have done it forwards actually when it used to be, just to see what it was like in comparison. I know that was a really good start to the day. You might have already noticed as well, we've been joined by the lovely couple who were with us yesterday. They're here with us again today at this park.
Larry, how we doing?
So yeah, it's great to see them again, and I'm sure we'll bump into more people along the way as well.
I want to try and get
as
Larry's
we carry on.
whilst I'm here. Like, Larry's colour is what I need.
Look at that. A nice tan. On to the next coaster then, number 2, straight in. And yeah, it's Batman the Ride. This is a B&M invert. You can hear it roaring away. So we just come off Batman the Ride, another one of those standard layout coasters from B&M with the 5 inversions, but still a great ride. Of course, quite intense as well. Really feel it on your feet, don't you, on them older B&M inverts, all that force on there. But very impressed so far today. I like the layout of the park. Quite a big park, which I do like. But yeah, we're already going on to our 3rd coaster and we're like 15 minutes into the day, so it's looking good so far. Operations, very good, can't complain. That was on 2 trains just as well. Just every ride that we're walking past is in action. So yeah, it's a good sign. Up next, we're going on the Joker. We did one of these yesterday, and it was actually called Batman. It's going to get very confusing in these vlogs. It was Batman yesterday at Fiesta Texas. And yeah, this is one of these S&S free spin coasters, and I really enjoyed the one we did yesterday. So yeah, let's go and give this one a go. And very weird because we've just done Batman, but obviously here, this is the Joker, but it was Batman yesterday. So very confusing, isn't it? Let's go on. What did you think to the Joker there then, Alex, compared to Batman yesterday?
Do you know what? I really like, first of all, before anything else, I really like the colour scheme on that ride. And I really like the purple and green.
Nice.
The Joker colours are fantastic. However, much preferred Batman yesterday. We didn't get any flips on our side, which was a shame. Sean and I pretty disappointed by that. It's still a good fun coaster. It's different, it's unique, but it was just not as fun as yesterday's, unfortunately. And it made a few more noises. It sounded like it was less well maintained than the one yesterday, which is a shame.
This one opened in 2017, so whoa, Mr. Freeze, everybody. But yeah, I enjoyed it. However, nowhere near as good as the one yesterday, like Alex just said. Felt a bit more rattly. I feel like this one was being operated better in terms of getting the dispatches out there, which is good. But yeah, in terms of the ride itself, the one yesterday was better. Anyway, we're going on the mini mine train here, our fourth coaster of the day. We've got a bit of signage being changed.
Find the right sign, I think.
It says the mine train's closed, however, there's people going round on it, so... Oh, it's not closed. It's being changed, so... Here we go. Hey. Oh, inclement weather. Oh no, one more needs to get pulled out.
It's like the Price is Right when they change the price round. That's which one's correct. That's great.
Let's go and join the queue and ride our fourth coaster.
It's not inclement weather, it's a lovely day so far.
Nice and warm. So we just come off the mini mine train over there that was built by Arrow in 1969. And then we got this one just next to it here as well. This is the Runaway Mine Train.
It's known as the Six Flags Mine Train, not the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
We are flying through these coasters this morning, which is brilliant. Like, we are doing very, very well. What's with the announcement? Let's go on. Mining supplies. Oh, so old school, I love it. Love my heritage rides.
Watch out for the alligator.
Right, I'm really happy today. We're flying through these coasters. Just another 2 junior coasters. Started off there with that Arrow mine train, the Runaway Mine Train. And yeah, that was very good. 3 lift hills on there. Really nice scene where on the final lift hill you went up into like a saloon bar and then dropped down into a tunnel and then round into the brake run. So that was really good fun. And also it was built in 1966. You know me, I like my old Arrow rides. I think they're a manufacturer that a lot more people need to appreciate, to be honest, because if it wasn't for the likes of aerodynamics, we wouldn't have some of the great roller coasters that we do today. They were the pioneers of the time of trying out different rides. So yeah, I enjoyed that. It was certainly better than the first one that we went on, the mini mine train. But yeah, I'm glad that we've got that done. Then just got on another little junior coaster here that's got a ridiculously long name. But yeah, managed to get on there. It did say on the sign that you needed a child to actually ride it. However, we went up the queue line. I thought I'll just speak to the member of staff and say we're coaster enthusiasts. And yeah, we didn't have any issues anyway. I didn't even have to say anything, and we got on there fine. So that's another +2. Things are going well today, Alex.
That was a chance ride coaster, which I believe is one of the first times I've done one of those type of coasters. So
you got to take the chance on them sometimes.
Got to take the chance, got to take the risk. And the thing is as well, even though you need a child to ride, the operator has said if it is quiet, then usually you tend to be okay when you're an adult getting on this +1. Fantastic.
So that's really good. I mean, some parks, like Cedar Point with one of their junior coasters, they'll actually give you like a little pass. And if you want to go and get the credit, you have to just say, oh, I'm a coaster enthusiast. They'll give you a little card that you show to the operator. So,
and by the way, it's Wild E. Coyote's Grand Canyon Blaster.
What a long name for that. Wild E. Coyote's Grand Canyon Blaster.
I'm getting my time's worth.
Quite well themed as well. Like, there's a little bit of rocks and stuff in there, some dynamite. Anyway, let's carry on. We've got half the rides now, half the coasters. Doing very well. I'm very pleased for like an hour and a half into the day. Like, it's going good today. I like it. This is quite pretty, isn't it? With this little seating area in the middle. Mexico themed area. El Sombrero over there. Very traditional flat ride. We got a few of those back in the UK. I know Butlins operate some of those. It's quite nice, isn't it? Big sombrero hats. I like this section of the park. Quite a lot of trees actually throughout over Texas. Certainly a lot more than down at Fiesta Texas, obviously with that being an old quarry it seemed. Yeah, I imagine this is really quite nice with the ambience at night round here, just sitting down and having something to eat, all the lights above you in the trees.
Where are we going now, don't you?
Where are we going?
Viva España!
España! Got another Larson loop here. This one's bigger than the one I did yesterday. Not going to do it now, but I'm sure I'll have a go on it later on once we got the coasters in.
Designed just for you. Shakes, chicken tenders, fries.
Yeah, that's like perfect, isn't it?
That's all you need, isn't it? That's simple but effective. You don't need no big fancy Spanish name, you know, like Antonio.
Oh, this is a nice area, isn't it? Oh, I like that. Yeah, pirate ship in the middle there. Teacups off to the left.
We're not eating just out here. We're not.
Oh, very nice. Oh, this coaster looks busy. Oh, that's a very pretty view, that is. Very nicely presented. Swinging ship. Right then, we're going on the park's Intamin Swiss Bobsleigh next. Opened in 1986. Just want to say a big thank you to a staff member here in the park who gave us some of these flash passes to go on some rides, which is really kind. So yeah, we've got 2 rides that we can skip the line on, and this had quite a big line. So yeah, quite happy with that. Built in 1986, like I say, and camera's got to go away because we're going on. Lavabora there, that was great fun. I mean, I've only done Bob at F-Telling, which is one of those, and obviously that's closing later this year and be replaced with a Mack roller coaster. But honestly, I'm really pleased that I've got on that here today. Really impressed with this park so far. Much better than Fiesta Texas in my opinion. The layout, the feel of the park, the operations. In terms of the day, the weather's also a lot better today. I'm not feeling as good though. I am just not got the energy at all. It's really weird for me because normally in these vlogs I'd be absolutely pumped like walking around, but I'm just in pain. I'm not feeling my full self at all. But when you've put so much planning into a trip and spent so much money on it, the show must go on, so to speak, and you know there's no slowing down. Everything's going to go ahead as planned. I've just got to keep going. But yeah, I'm just not feeling my normal self at all, which is a bit sad to be honest, because I've been looking forward to this trip for so long. I just really hope I can recover soon because I'm enjoying getting all these coasters today, but normally I'd be, you know, so happy and just, oh, amazing, but yeah, I'm struggling today. I'm struggling, but yeah, that was really good fun. You need to get on it, and there's not many of those out there now. I'd probably say it was better than Bob actually as well. Quite enjoyed that.
I enjoyed that more than Bob.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add 2 points and just say, like, with, I'm not going to lie, my foot and like the end of my foot where I've broken my toe is beyond excruciating when you're putting pressure on it, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm walking in the most weird position ever, and it's not helping my heel how I'm walking. And this is day 2. You know, we might not seem our full enthusiastic selves. We are enthusiastic and we have got that same excitement we have with every trip we do. However, we're just trying to preserve it and preserve it.
Yeah, we don't want to burn out. We don't want to burn out.
I can guarantee you, come the last sort of few vlogs in this trip, you're going to see us get hyper and more and hyper and more and keep building, because we are going to be able to release more of this energy. But right now we're just trying not to kill it all. We're loving this part, we're having a great time, but we just don't want to give it our all right now, because all we're going to do is burn ourselves out even more, and we might not make it to the end of this trip the way we want to. We don't plan and prepare, and that's something you really got to consider. If you want to do a trip like this, even a trip that's a quarter of this size, please consider driving, theme parks, planning sleep, planning times to eat, planning times to go to the bathroom, staying hydrated, protected from the sun. There's so much to think about.
There is indeed.
It's a lot mentally and physically. Please do prepare.
It's a bit depressing, isn't it? Should we go on another ride?
Let's go and do a really big coaster. Let's see what we can find.
Yeah, I mean, I can see an RMC in ahead of me, so I don't think we'll have to do much
I'm sorry,
looking
Sean.
around.
I thought I already said Wonder Woman was closed yesterday.
Oh, no.
No, but we're going to make it better. We've got Titan over here, and we've got New Texas Giant, so surely something right now is going to be a good choice.
Hopefully, let's go and have a look. Small was going well there, and we just did that bit of a depressing clip, and we made our way to the first ever RMC coaster. And as you can see with this sign, it is currently closed. We don't know if it's going to open later. We don't know if it's going to be closed all day. We know nothing at the moment. Hopefully we're going to get on it at some point, but yeah, I'm just not feeling well enough at the moment to really, I really want to get on it, but we're just going to have to go and try something else, I guess, aren't we? But it's a shame.
Keep that positivity up. I mean, there's plenty more good things to look forward to in this park. We've done so much in such a small amount of time, and we are having a great time. Every ride we've done, we've really enjoyed so far. So onwards and upwards. Yes, this is down. There's time for it to come back up yet. There are ride staff around in the area. There is time. Park's open until 7 p.m. Let's go and do some other good rides.
Yeah, hopefully so. Yeah, that's what I like to see. A nice big coaster in action. Hopefully the RMC, we are going to get on it. It's only 5 to 12, and we've done so much. Yes, it's time to ride on Titan. Very much looking forward to this. Of course, I did Goliath, that is also built by Giovanola. I think we pronounce it. However, you know what my pronunciation's like. And I've not done many of their rides, so yeah, this opened in 2001. And I was very impressed with Goliath at Six Flags Magic Mountain. It was quite an intense ride, especially on that helix. So I'm hoping that this is going to be the same. We're going to get some great views from up there at 245 feet. So yeah, bring it on. Glad that this is in action anyway. Titan was absolutely awesome. Really enjoyed that. It was on the back row, ridiculously intense, especially on that helix just before the mid-course brake run, and then again throughout other points in the ride. Bit of the merchandise there for it. Some great merch actually. We noticed some yesterday. I didn't really get the chance to film it. Obviously we've got so much going on this trip. Yeah, that was brilliant. Really liked that. Did you?
Smile on my face, bruises on my knees.
Yeah, I mean it was a bit tight, wasn't it, in terms of the.
Let me give you a full look. Alright, look at that.
Ooh.
That is when you're tall and you get on a hyper that's not very forgiving on tall people, but
yeah,
it was good. I enjoyed
it's smooth as well.
That first helix is so intense, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I felt like I was blacking out. I was looking at Sean, I'm kind of falling asleep. Like it's insane, but it was a great ride.
No, I really enjoyed it. I think I do still prefer Goliath at Six Flags Magic Mountain in California. However, I think that was a really good solid coaster, and I'm very glad we got that today.
Fantastic.
And also there was a ride graveyard, wasn't there, at the bottom of the first drop?
There were old ride parts, some dodgems and Ferris wheels and stuff all waiting at the bottom, and rapids boats as well.
And straight into a tunnel at the bottom of that first drop as well, which is awesome, brilliant near miss element.
Really cool. Really
but there you go. I mean, what we think, get some food maybe. I mean, we're doing really well for rides, which is fantastic. Hopefully we're going to get this RMC this afternoon. Right then, so we just had a little break, had a little bit of lunch, had some chicken tenders, some fries. Like I say, we got it for free with our season dining plan that we've got. So we've got 5 more coasters to ride. Obviously Texas Giant's closed, but all the other ones seem to be open, so 4 more. Because we've just had some lunch, can have a little break and do this dark ride. Justice League, Battle for Metropolis. Followed the construction of this quite a bit, so I'm looking forward to giving it a go. As it's a dark ride, I'll take you along, get some on-ride footage from this one. When we come off, we'll probably go and do that Gerstar spinning coaster just there, Pandemonium. We got Judge Roy's Scream, the wooden coaster that's not too far from here. And then we got, I think it's an indoor coaster, and then we got Shockwave as well. So let's go and see what this is like. Yeah, like I say, I followed the construction of this and I've heard quite good things. I quite enjoyed the dark ride we did yesterday, the pirate themed one at Fiesta, Texas. So yeah, let's go and see what this is like. Very nice facade, I must say. Reminds me of Men in Black, Alien Attack a little bit actually. A big modern style facade. So let's go in.
Listen, Luther. These recruits aren't going to be frightened by your delusional power. They're here to help the Justice League. Let's go. It's easy suspicious of me. WTROP. Laughing gas and therapy. Just spending those masses all day.
Here we go, so it's an interactive dark ride that combines screens and set pieces. Here's the guns. We've got 3D glasses on. Score comes up in front here. We had a very high quality animatronic in the queue, and this is, oh, I like this. The Joker.
It's a gas.
Wow. It's always weird riding something when you've watched it in construction.
Watch my back. The security man. We need to get his last one. Whoa! Blast the flex box, Mr. D.
Good work. Those things were trying to take control of the battlefield. Let's get moving. I'm sure they already know we're here. I warned you about joining forces with the Justice League. This is your last chance to surrender or face the full force of my Lexbot army.
Footage there from Justice League Battle for Metropolis. Brilliant dark ride, really impressed with that. Some nice fire effects in there as well, and a bit of mist screen action. And yeah, it was a really nice combination of set pieces and screens in there. Don't get me wrong, it's still a long way from the likes of Transformers and Spider-Man at Universal that gets that balance right between the theming and screens. It's a long way from that, but this is Six Flags, and I thought that was really good. I think the whole facade looks great out here at the front. I really like the vehicle design. It's tiered at the back. There was some strobe lights on the actual vehicle. The audio was really good. Action-packed ride. We waited about 10 minutes for it. The quality of the animatronic and the queue line was brilliant, and the effects around the ride was really nice. I mean, there was no blank space at all. I thought that was a really good, solid dark ride, and I'm glad to have finally got on that. But yeah, it was just an enjoyable ride all round. What do you think, Alex, to that?
That was a really good ride. I really enjoyed that. Me and Larry here have got the highest scores on the train. We actually got the highest score of the hour.
Highest score of the hour, way! Love it. But that's very good.
Very well themed queue line, animatronic, wow. And even the Joker one on the ride too.
Yeah, bit of fuego, I like that, bit of fire.
There was lots of smoke, plenty of smoke.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Just no blank space, was there?
Right? Okay.
Yeah, it was like a more budget, like Transformers or Spider-Man,
This
really.
park has been constantly gradually. It started off quite high and it's kind of gone higher and higher in my opinion.
So did the RMC there, I'm disappointed in really. I like the park.
This time we'll see what we get, you know, who knows, but
Well, RMC what we get, yeah.
stop making jokes.
Another coaster,
Why not?
Pandemonium.
I mean, it is pretty busy here today.
Right, let's. I'm off to the restroom before we go on this for a little.
Toilet. Is that where you're going?
Oh, is it? Yeah. You go to the toilet. I'll go to the restroom, and we'll meet up
meet at
after,
the B-Day.
and we'll go on here.
B-Day.
Yes,
All
we'll
right.
see you there.
42-inch height requirement. Riders between 42 and
Pandemonium here was a lot better than Pandemonium yesterday. Enjoyed that. We had a lot more spinning action. Of course, all four of us there in the ride vehicle. It was just really good and intense. I'd take that over the Mara spinning coasters. It was very smooth. I've said that a lot about Gerstlauer lately, haven't I? I mean, I've never really enjoyed their big thrill coasters, but their family coasters I really quite enjoyed.
Your chest infection's clearly getting to you.
I was saying this before I had the chest infection though, but how was that for you?
I enjoyed it. Oh, did I just say that out loud? Yeah, it was good actually. It was alright. I think yesterday there were two bigger guys like me. There was two of us together and the two small people on the opposite side. I actually think you need to have one big guy at one side, one bigger person on the other side, and kind of mix up diagonally.
Yeah.
If you really want to get that intense.
We got some good spinning action.
It's not like a waltz. You want to put all the weight on one side. You want to proportion it to two opposites. So when you spin, it takes that propulsion round. Because that was really good fun.
Anyway, Alex, why are you leading me out of the park here and across the road? Like, what? Why are we going
Well,
out
I'm
there?
actually taking you down a very deep, dark, scary tunnel, Sean, to see the judge.
The judge.
This joke isn't going to carry on.
Not Judge Rinder, is it? Right.
It's not Judge Rinder.
That's what we were watching when we were planning this trip.
Yeah, and it's not Judge Judy Sheridan either. Like, I love her. Shout out to the US fans who love her too. We're going to go and see Judge
Roy Scream. Come and have a look at this map over here. Let me show you this. There we are.
It's a bit dirty. Let me just give it a wipe. Hang on.
You're right. That's it. So we're here. Judge Roy Scream is here. We drove in down this road onto the parking lot. So when we were coming in, I thought, how do we get from the main park over here to Judge Roy Scream? Because there's not a bridge. There's actually a tunnel that runs underneath the road that takes us to this wooden coaster. So lead the way. Let's go. Like, to Judge Roy Scream. I do like the flower beds and yeah, it's quite a pretty park. This I do like it. Hey, there it is, Judge Roy Scream. So is it going to be a themed tunnel or not? Oh, it's the actual entrance to the queue line, is it? Okay, so this is technically like leaving the main part of the park and heading onto the other side of the road for another roller coaster for us to get here at the park. Under we go. So yeah, this is where you all drive in above where we are now. And is the coaster just going to emerge in front of us when we come out of this tunnel?
We were listening to Take That on this bridge about 3 hours ago on the way in.
Crazy, but we've done well though today getting on these rides. We have done well. And here it is. Nice classic wooden coaster. You know me, I do love a good woody, so I'm looking forward to getting on this. All the flags up there as well. This is what we wanted to see, the real America. There we are.
We need to Bill Cobb there as well on
American coaster enthusiasts. So yeah, this is like on the other side of this lake. It's a very picturesque coaster, this one. I'm looking forward to riding it. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get some off-ride footage of this because of where it's located, but I'll show you a little bit of what I can do. Absolutely loved Judge Roy Scream. That's my favourite coaster of the trip so far. Some of you are probably thinking, what the hell? It's just an old wooden roller coaster that was built in 1980, but that's what I love. On this trip I've come to see real American coasters, and that for me Judge Roy Scream is perfect. Might only have an out and back layout, but it was smooth, it was enjoyable, it overlooked the park. It felt like it was in a separate park because of where it's positioned. And that also adds to it, the fact that you can look out over the skyline of the rest of this park. You've got the water next to it as well, that whole lake area. And yeah, just a really enjoyable ride. I wasn't stapled in either. I had quite a nice loose restraint on that. It was a double seat belt that went across the two of us as well. I just thought that was a really nice solid coaster, some good air time, some nice drops, and very smooth for its age. Could do with a repaint, however, it kind of adds to its whole traditional feel, in my opinion, with how it looks at the moment. And I was saying this to these guys, I can imagine with that ride when they built it in 1980, it was very much, let's put it in right near the road, let's attract people in to come and visit this park. I bet they light it up at night, and I bet they were proud of that coaster, and they still are now. You know, it's one of them, it's a nice ride. You enjoy it, Alex?
I loved it, yeah, it's a really good ride. I still take Mr. Freeze at the beginning of the day.
Yeah, it was good.
That's my favourite coaster on park, but it is, I agree, completely nice to see. A classic Woody. Basic to some people, yeah, fair enough, can't argue with that. It is a very basic layout, but then you've got to consider its age, consider what it looks like to this day, and actually how well it's still running. It's a dream machine, I love it.
Really, really nice ride, that one. Anyway, up next, we're going on an indoor coaster, and it's somewhere around this location. And yeah, it's another one built by Premier, so I'm expecting this to have a bit of kick to it. And it looks like it's got some good theming, it's got like a waterfall. And yeah, it's somewhere around here, so we're going to try and find it. So we had to walk through a food court to get to it, and the food court's got that massive sign over there, and the coaster just got that little sign. Shame about the big waterfall not working. I mean, it's supposed to cascade from the top of the show building just there. But here we go, let's enter the queue line. Looks like it's quite a big queue at the moment. I mean, I don't know how much there is inside.
Entering the queue line, we don't really know. There's not any distinguished signpost there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the exit coming down there. So I don't really know if there's any waiting inside or not, or if the station's straight away there. Don't really know much about the coaster other than its premiere, and it opened in 1996. So let's go inside and we'll find out. But yeah, shame the main feature isn't working here. I imagine when that's on, it'd be great. Seems like Six Flags aren't very good when it comes to waterfalls, are they? Like, they had them two big ones off yesterday at Fiesta, and then we've got this one off today. Oh dear, hashtag broken waterfall.
Welcome, riders to Runaway Mountain.
Right, so that was one of the weirdest roller coaster experiences we've had this trip so far, and one of the weirdest ones of the season actually, for going on these different rides at the parks. So with Runaway Mountain, we went into the station area with all the rocks around, as you saw, but the ceiling was just had like a polystyrene style tiles all the way across, a bit like an office block in there, so that wasn't great. Put our bags on like a little trolley, and then I knew that the ride obviously had an offload and an onload, so I was like, how are we going to get our bags back? Are they just going to wheel the trolley along? But more about that in a moment. We go on the ride, lift hill, in the big show building. There's no lighting, no audio, no projections, no lasers, nothing like that. It was pitch black, there was no music, but the coaster itself was okay. Quite a short ride, but there was a very weird element where we sort of, it's hard to explain because it was in the dark, but we did a drop down. It was a very steep drop that then came back on itself. It was a very weird element. But yeah, I quite liked the coaster itself, but it could have just done with a lot more theming around it, or at least some audio, maybe a couple of smoke blasts or something in there, just to fit with the overall theme of the ride. But at least, you know, we've been on it, we've got the credit. There's two more coasters for us to ride here, Shockwave, and of course the RMC, which I don't think we're going to be getting on today, but you never know. We'll have another look at it before we leave, of course. A bit gutted really if we don't get to try it, but at least we're going to be leaving with 12 other coasters. So we're going to head over to Shockwave shortly. But yeah, we've got this old man just over here. Like, are you all right there?
I used to be a humble man. I used to sit here all day on my veranda, looking out to the sky, looking at the RMC, thinking, one day I'm gonna ride that beast to the end of the moon and back.
I think the heat's getting to him, you know.
It's SPNO, and I want to get on it right now, and I can't tell you how sad I am.
I'm just going to leave him there. I forgot to mention the highlight of that ride was the baggage. So when we came back into the station, there was nothing. We walked up some steps and an exit ramp and actually came outside to then going through what looked like a fire door back to the trolley and then to get our bags back. So it was a bit strange, but yeah, I'm not sure where Alex has gone. I've just got this old man rocking in this chair like he's been there all day. I don't know, but yeah, let's head over to Shockwave.
Time to go ride some more rides now.
Here it is then. I think this is going to be the final coaster we're going to be riding today. And I say final coaster, I think me and Alex have made a drastic decision that this is probably going to be our last ride here today. And we're going to be leaving the park shortly. But Alex is like, oh God. Yeah.
It's going to be our last rides of the day because Sean and I are really, really tired, and we've got to think, as we mentioned earlier, for our own health, our own sake. You know, we've got a long drive to get to Silver Dollar City no matter what time we leave. If we leave relatively soon, we're going to beat Dallas traffic leaving Six Flags.
Well, we won't have to sleep in the car and get a hotel. So straight to the point, and that's the plan.
To Silver Dollar City, find somewhere to make residence for the evening, get up like nice and late in the morning, have a nice lie-in, ready to have a full day on park, feeling fresh, recharged, showered, fresh, ready, happy.
So that's the plan. So we're going to ride this Schwarzkopf called Shockwave, and we'll see when we come off. For a 1978 Schwarzkopf looping coaster, that was very, very good. And I always find their rides quite smooth, to be honest. With this one, I wasn't too sure with the track design. The same sort of style on the two loops, but very different throughout the rest of the layout. And yeah, with that, it was just as smooth as other Schwarzkopf rides that I've been on, to be honest. Really enjoyed it. Forceful and more airtime than I was expecting as well. With those, it's normally about the corners and the intensity as opposed to the airtime. Whereas with this, got some really nice ejector and then last couple of bunny hills there before we did that helix and round into the brake run. Yeah, that was a really good coaster, and at the end of the day, we've got 12 coasters here. We've not done any of the other rides. I would have liked to have done the train. I would have liked to have done the rapids and stuff, but I don't think going on water rides is going to make me feel any better. Like, I've got to try and recover from this to carry on with this trip and everything to go forward, to be honest. But yeah, we're going to make our way up to the park exit. We'll do a wrap up and stuff when we get up there. But Alex, you got anything to add from the Shockwaves?
Enjoyed it. It was a really, really good ride. Very, very impressed, and I think the coaster lineup today has been very, very good. So.
It's just a shame we've missed out on a certain one, isn't it? RMC again.
RMC number 2.
2 days, 2 RMCs. But anyway, we'll make our way up to the park exit, show you a few more shots along the way. And yeah, we're going to call this one early. We're leaving it a bit earlier to try and recover a bit more and save that energy for Silver Dollar City, that is one of the most anticipated parks for me, and I think it is for Alex, from the whole trip. So I think it's more important to be fit for tomorrow in the best state instead of staying here and doing things like rapids and things, when tomorrow we've got a Mack Extreme spinning coaster to ride, an RMC, hopefully, a B&M and some other great rides, so fingers crossed. More shots there of the park as we leave Six Flags over Texas, our second park of the trip. And yeah, we're leaving about 3 hours earlier than we were originally planning to.
Yeah, right.
Park was, you know, it is open until 7 o'clock. There's no show or anything here tonight, so it's not like we had to stay with the fireworks and see anything like that. Like last night ones were awesome. If there was a show here, I probably would have been inclined to stay for it, you know. But yeah, like, it's been a really good day today. I like this park a lot. And I know we've not really covered this park to its full potential today. We've seen the coasters. We've been roller coaster enthusiasts today, not theme park enthusiasts, haven't we? We've got the coasters in. I would have done the rapids, I would have done the train, maybe the shock towers and things, but we were just saying this off camera walking down here. you've got to really prioritise things. You know, tomorrow at Silver Dollar City, we're going to be riding some very unique attractions, and the park itself looks absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's not a coaster heavy park tomorrow, it's about the experience, and I'm really going to capture that in the vlog and share it with you all.
And that's it. It's really hard to be a theme park enthusiast at a Six Flags park because they are very much typical amusement parks.
Yeah, with a lot of coasters.
Yeah, they are. And theming is there in some places, however, it's not consistent. It's not needed to make the atmosphere. It's about the rides and the hardware at these places. And it does take its toll out of you. You know, like you can go to some parks, ride 5 or 6 coasters, breaking up some dark rides, flat rides, water rides, shows, parades, fireworks, you name it. But here, you are coming, you are out in the sun, you are queuing up for big, heavy roller coasters.
Straight to the
flat
coasters.
rides.
What's been your favourite?
So for me, it's probably been today, Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
Gotta be.
For me, it's been Judge Roy Scream, followed by Mr. Freeze. I think the RMC might have topped it. We're not going to know. We may never know. Don't know when we're next going to be back here, but there you go. In terms of the park, I like the layout. It's got some nice areas. Operations have been a lot better here today than they were yesterday down at Fiesta Texas. And yeah, I like this park. I've enjoyed it. Some very unique rides here that we've been on. I like them little Arrow Junior coasters that we did. I liked the Intamin bobsleigh you see just here as we're walking back to the car. You know, that was good. It's been a great park. Bit gutted that we've not got to see a little bit more. However, really got to prioritise on this trip and think, actually, we've got a 7.5 hour drive. I'm ill. We didn't have hardly any sleep last night. We need to prioritise things. So there you go. That's the end of this vlog. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Second theme park vlog. And of course, join us tomorrow where we're going to be at Silver Dollar City. Something that I've been looking forward to for a long time, this one. So join us there. We've got a long drive ahead, and check out our various different travel vlogs that are going to be coming online throughout this series of theme park vlogs, and also in the playlist here on the channel. That's been Alex, I'm Sean Sandbrook, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you all tomorrow.